What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. You ever notice how nowadays, being in a relationship, especially for women, is treated like some kind of downgrade? Like it's uncool to have a boyfriend. It's almost like the new trend is to act like you're too independent, too busy, or too healed for a man. Yeah, that's where we're at now. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it.
The most annoying part about never having a boyfriend—
Shut up!
I don't have any relationships with men anymore. I've been out as a lesbian for 2 years. I, quite frankly, just thought maybe I was like broken. Then my therapist was like, how do you feel about women? I was like, if a girl looks at me, I'm gonna melt.
No way.
But I could not say those things about men. And she was like, you ever thought that maybe you're just a gay?
Oh.
I was like, yeah, you're right, actually, probably.
I genuinely can't picture a boy liking me enough to get down on one knee and propose. I'm terrified I'm never going to get married. I genuinely can't picture it. What? How do people get married? I want to get married so bad. This muffin's kind of gross. I know I'm young, but like, love and family is not guaranteed. And I want a lot of kids here. I'm so scared.
I saw this girl make a video and she was like, isn't it kind of funny? Like, I feel like having a boyfriend now is like lame and like shameful. And she was like, I feel like it used to be really cool, but now it's like you meet a girl and you're like, oh, you'd be cooler if you like didn't have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really do feel that way. Like when I meet a girl and she doesn't have a boyfriend, I am like, oh, like, yeah, that's cunt. Like, you're cool. Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're on your own, like, slay girl. And then,
like, yes, independent. You don't need shit.
I know this is gonna piss a lot of people off, but I gotta say it. Having a boyfriend is not a flex. Why do you want to be in a relationship? Be alone, be single, discover yourself. I get into fights with myself all the time. My relationship with myself is probably harder than any relationship with any man. It's enough to deal with already. I don't want to bring a man into this because they're just children. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people are like, I have a boyfriend, you don't. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is a good thing that I'm single.
Telling someone that you're seeing that you've never been in a relationship is not a fun thing to do, but it is obviously something that you have to do. So my biggest piece of advice is like, you just have to own it. Even if you're faking that you're owning it, even if you're faking your confidence in it, you just have to be like, this is me, this is my life, take it or leave it. I used to kind of like dance around it. Like I would like not bring it up or just kind of just like feel so embarrassed about it. But I've just become a lot more just like, there's nothing I can do about it, to be quite honest. So why should I waste my time being embarrassed about it?
Since my non-existent love life is now public knowledge, let's talk about it. No, I haven't been hooking up, actually the opposite. And honestly, what am I doing wrong? My friends jump from relationship to relationship and I can't even get past the talking stage. People say, just be yourself, lower your standards, don't be too all in. So I'm supposed to be interested but not too interested, make it make sense. And when I do like someone, they ghost me or aren't looking for anything serious. Love that for me. Then I start wondering, am I a red flag? Like I've been single forever, something must be wrong, right? Or maybe I'm just waiting for the right person. So yeah, if anyone has the cheat code to dating, let me know.
I see why I ain't got no boyfriend. Like, I cannot compete with you hoes. You hoes is putting cars in your name for it. Y'all getting loans. Y'all giving niggas y'all whole paycheck. Y'all let niggas ride y'all car all damn day long. Don't know where the fuck he at, who he with, who he got in your car. Like, I see why I don't have a man. If I gotta do all of that to keep a man, then I'm cool. Like, I'll be single. Like, the shit that y'all be doing, I can't relate to that. Like, I've never gave a nigga my car, ever. Like, a nigga has never drove in my car, and I'm not in that bitch. Like, that's crazy. Like, how you just let a nigga drop you off at work, and he in your shit all day? Doing what? Like, why the fuck he not at work? Why he got your car all day? Like, some stuff I just cannot relate to, and I've never been through, and I don't want to go through, because it's just, like, mind-blowing, and it's ridiculous. Then for the bitches who give niggas money, you tell me that you been working hard all day long just to give a nigga your money? Like, this nigga is really pimping you out. Like, I don't want no parts. If I gotta do all that to keep him in, I'm good. Bye.
Does anyone else cringe whenever they have to say my boyfriend? Because I've been having a hard time letting all my friends know that I have a boyfriend. And it's not because I don't like him or anything. He's actually the most decent human being that I've dated in probably ever. But considering that my roster of exes includes a guy who went to rehab, a guy who lied about his college degree, and a guy who wouldn't buy me mashed potatoes when he was already at the grocery store, the bar is pretty low, but that's really besides the point. But why is it so embarrassing whenever he comes up in conversation and I have to be like, oh yeah, me and my boyfriend, like, oh, ew! I don't know why, but every time I say that, I just feel like a high schooler talking about her first boyfriend and how he asked her out on Valentine's Day or something. And before I would call him my boy space friend or the guy I'm dating, but should I start calling him my partner? Would that make it better? And maybe it's the fact that I was single for a couple years, or the fact that I'm actually scared of most men and don't even really want to be friends with them, so why do I even want to date this one? But something about saying my boyfriend makes me physically ill sometimes.
You got a lot of problems, don't you?
Don't get yourself a boyfriend. I'm not kidding. Do not get yourself a boyfriend. We glorify relationships all the time, so I made a list of cons of having a boyfriend. Number 1, beard pimples. He kisses me all the time, and he has this glorious beard, and it just means I get pimples all over here all the time. And you know what? I think he does it on purpose, so other men won't find me as attractive. Number 2, shitty outfits. He always says, mi casa es tu casa, and his casa happens to be a lot nicer than my casa, so I'm at his a lot. Which means that half of my clothes are at his and half of my clothes are at mine. So whenever I try to find a nice outfit, I'm always missing something. There's always something that I need to make the outfit look good, and it's never there. His fault. Number 3, farts. I don't think I have to add anything to that. Just know that if I ever stop posting, it's because I died of the fumes. Number 4, meals. He likes to cook for us, and it's so annoying because whenever he cooks, he's not giving me any attention. It's rude. And number 5, stonks. He keeps up with the stock market and he invests, and then with that money, he takes me out to dinner. And then sometimes he'll talk about what's going on with the stonks and what's gone up and what's gone down. And it's just ugh, stop. He's honestly the worst. So yeah, don't do it.
It's not about saying everyone needs to be in a relationship, but acting like love is some kind of weakness, that's just pride disguised as empowerment. Real independence isn't about rejecting connection, it's about choosing the right one. And somewhere along the way, a lot of women forgot that. They started seeing relationships as liabilities instead of partnerships. And honestly, that mindset is robbing people of genuine happiness.
So I'm 26 years old, almost 27, and I have never been in a serious relationship. I never had a boyfriend, never been married. Even both my proms, I went to both of my proms by myself. I was never asked out, on a date to prom or anything like that. And this could be a red flag about me, but it just was never the right time. I just have never had anything go past the talking stage. It's just been guys who either just didn't want to commit to me or it just didn't work out. So yeah, even getting asked out on a date, I haven't until recently, I've never been asked out on a date before. For a while, I used to be upset about it because I was I feel like I'm missing out on something because I never really experienced the whole being in a relationship, and it's just a portion of my life that I supplement with friends and other things. My whole life I have been single. I've never experienced the feeling of being in a relationship, having a boyfriend. I remember I talked about this when I was 19, and now I'm almost 27 talking about it. The situation still hasn't changed. So it's kind of good because it scares off people that aren't serious about me. But I do wonder sometimes what it would be like to have a boyfriend. I don't know. I've never experienced it.
Having a boyfriend simply does make a girl less cool. Unless he is activating her greatest potential. And from my experience, when that's happening, a girl doesn't lead with, I have a boyfriend. That's her whole life. That's her personality, her brand, all she wants to talk about, all she wants to do, her whole Instagram. Because when your greatest potential is being activated as a woman, you're doing more shit than that. We are the portal from the spiritual realm to the physical world. We create and sustain life. And greatest potential looks different for everyone. Thriving in your career, creating a balanced and healthy home life, raising kids, volunteering, making art, building community, advocating for disenfranchised groups. All of the above, baby. It's when a girl is like, hi, I'm Fiona and I have a boyfriend. That's my defining thing. Where it's baby, no, you are a creator. And to me, it's pretty evident, either A, dump that man and be single, or B, find a new man who will activate your greatest potential. Just like what JFK said, ask not what you can do for your boyfriend. but what your boyfriend can do for you.
Okay, I'm 25, chronically single. I've never had a boyfriend in my whole life. Let's talk about it. So I've said this in a few of my TikToks, and a lot of people always have something to say about it. People like will argue about it. They'll be like, she's single because her standard is too high, or no, she's single by choice, or she's the red flag. Like, there must be something wrong with her. That's why she's single and never had a boyfriend. I will say dating's like the one thing that I've never really talked about on the internet, about my dating life or dating stories that I've had in the past. And it's gonna stay that way. But I will say the reason I've opened up about never having a boyfriend on here is because I think it helps a lot of people. Like, you could just look in the comment sections of everyone being like, oh my gosh, I relate to this. This makes me feel seen and feel better about my circumstances. But to answer the question of why I've never had a boyfriend, I feel like this is gonna be a really sucky answer that you're not looking for, but I really think it just hasn't been meant to be for me. I will say I have gone on dates before. Obviously, I've gone on dates before and I've had talking stages, but they just ended because it wasn't meant to be. Right now, I'm focusing on me and I'm not going on dates and I'm not answering DMs and I'm literally focusing on me 100%. And if I happen to find the perfect person, I'm not going to push them away. Like, obviously, I would give them a chance, but I'm not actively looking for it right now. Like, could I take a back road right now? Of course. I could go on my DMs and I could just go on a million dates and download a dating app and like force a relationship because I don't want to be single. I could do that. Or I can just focus on myself, get myself right, and reach my goals that I have for myself, and then the relationship will come after that. I don't think there's any wrong way to do it. I think everybody is on their own journey and own path, and everyone knows what's best for them. And yeah, that's just the way I'm doing it.
Like, is it just me?
It is, in fact, just you. Well, at least I hope it is, because if it isn't, that would be an absolute tragedy. Viewer discretion is advised.
Or is it kind of cool now to not have a boyfriend?
Let me be the first to say, making it seem as if having a boyfriend is like being a part of a trend is wild, to say the least. Secondly, a lot of y'all are not single because you just don't want a boyfriend or you don't want to be a part of the trend. Y'all just can't get the man y'all want, and y'all refuse to believe that and accept it.
Before, I feel like if you had a boyfriend, you'd be like so excited to post him. Now it's like not cool to post your boyfriend.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call a group thinker. She can't think on her own. Everything has to be supported by either social media or her personal group of friends. Fellas, these types are some of the worst women today, and the reason for that is because not only do they not formulate their own thoughts and opinions, your word doesn't mean anything. It's social media and their friend group. Which means as a man, if your thoughts and feelings don't align with social media or their friend group, it's going to cause a division between the two of you. You'll be spending more time trying to say why social media is fucking wrong and you shouldn't live your life that way versus having respectful disagreements within your relationship, but also being able to come to a common solution that helps both parties at hand.
And then if you think about it, like if you meet a girl and if she says she has a boyfriend, you're like, oh, it's almost like you'd be cooler if you didn't have a boyfriend.
You'd be cooler if you didn't have a boyfriend. Her words, not mine. I swear these GTs are something serious. You gotta be careful with these types. Could y'all imagine me getting online and telling men you'd be cooler if you were single? You'd be cooler if you were divorced, man. You know how fucking corny and lame that is?
Every now and then in some girls' vlogs, you'll see like a hand, maybe a back or like something, but like no one's out here like, this is my boyfriend, this is my man. Like, that's not cute.
Yeah, the smart women have understood that you can't share happiness with the fucking world. They're gonna try to rip it away from you. That's why it's not happening. It's not because it's not cute or cool. Jeez Louise, who taught these? Oh my God.
No, I kind of just like love that like the tables have turned and we're just like, yeah, we're good. You can just like keep that to yourself. Or I also just love girls who have boyfriends, but like you would never know. And then they're like, oh yeah, my boyfriend. And you're like, oh, I had no idea you had a boyfriend. Like, I love that that's not your entire personality.
I swear it's always the ones that can't obtain the men that they truly desire that have the most shit to say. And if we're going by society standards, sweetheart, you don't cut it, if we're being completely honest. If you were ice cream, you would be vanilla. And I'm not talking about your skin tone. I think you should stop being cool and find yourself a man, because shit about to get real dark for you in the future. Figure it out now. Trust me. You'll thank me later. But you know what? Like any other video, you ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep the change.
So yeah, if having a boyfriend is uncool now, then being loyal, loving, and building something real must be out of style too. But you know what? Trends fade. If you're watching this and you still believe in connection, commitment, and growth, don't let social media shame you for that. Because at the end of the day, being too cool for love is just another way of saying you're scared of it. Drop a comment, Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you on the next one.